All right, what is going on today, guys? I'm going to be going over my testing strategy for Facebook ads. Okay, I'm finally going to reveal this after spending over $20 million on Facebook. I'm going to be revealing to you today how I test campaigns and how I ultimately scale. Okay, I know a lot of people are looking for this like one hack, this one strategy to really getting the most results possible out of their Facebook ads. And I'm here to tell you that everybody's product and service and niche is all different. Okay, you can use all these different strategies, but you'd be shocked at what actually works. Okay, I'm going to go over some strategies due to Facebook's recent iOS 14 and audience sizes that is actually deflecting your conversion rates. Okay, so and also deflecting your return on ad spend as well. And I'm going to go over why, a lot of the metrics that you see in Facebook right now, 40 to 60% of your conversions are really not being tracked that well right now. And I'm going to be using an ad account right now that doesn't have any extra tracking on it, so that you can kind of see what I'm looking at as well and just the results in general. So this is a hair oil brand that I currently work with. This is one of our clients, and there's a certain there's a strategy to how I test, but ultimately I'm a firm believer in the offer. I don't really do any crazy Facebook ad strategies, and all these marketers, right? A lot of marketers out there, they're like, oh, there's this certain audience thing that you should be doing. And it's like, listen, if your product's good enough and your landing page copy is good enough, then you're going to sell no matter what. And I've never ever done some type of weird strategy to get my ads to convert. I've never really done that because I've always been a firm believer in building a really strong offer. Okay. So what I ultimately do is this. Whenever I start, my first campaign is always going to be $100 a day, right? And I usually will start off, some ad sets at, we'll say depending on the product price. So I want to give some good examples here. If, I'm first starting off and my Facebook ad account is legitly zero. Okay. I've never spent a dime, or maybe I've spent money before, it didn't work out. This is what I would do. I would run video ads, okay, that are actually very professionally done, which you can go to Billo to get done. You can go to Bands Off Ads. You can just hire a videographer to do it for you. I'm telling you right now, the money that you invest in your brand is going to pay you dividends later on. And the reason why my testing strategies work is not because of my actual Facebook audiences. It's because of the way that I structure my campaigns. I let Facebook do its thing because Facebook is smarter than us. And we have to be able to put up our ego to realize that. So I would run ABO, which is ad set budget. And this campaign right here is the first one. It's number one, purchases phase one. Okay. And I have all these ad sets. These are all ad sets that have to do with the actual niche, because this is hair oil. So hair care, hair straightening plus hair brush, hair care, hair follicle plus wig, hair products plus care, hair conditioner plus keratin plus shampoo, hair dryer, long hair, hairstyle, human hair growth, open targeting. Open targeting means that there's literally no interest in this at all. It's just very open, 18 to 65 plus. Men and women, and you'd be shocked at how effective that audience is. So if you want a quick little hack, quickest hack right now is that if you are running an e-com store, your best audience in the beginning could just be no interest targeting at all. Okay, so I would run this. Obviously, this doesn't work for mine. It did for a little bit, but the CPAs were hiking. So it just didn't work as well. I mean, cost per click is good, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be quality traffic. I want quality traffic. I want high AOV buyers and high LTV people in my ecosystem. So I started all these at $10 daily because the product originally was $14.99. So if your product's between $14 and $30, just start with $10 ad sets, because you're kind of framing Facebook to get a conversion before that amount. And then obviously if you have upsells, downsells, and cross-sells, which I talk about on this channel, then you'll be able to increase your AOV. Okay, and that's very important. I have a video coming out soon about that. And then what I would also do is I would also stack interests. So that's why inside, for example, this one that's working, and you really want to find that core set of interests. And this one is hair conditioner, keratin, and shampoo. I'm stacking 3 interests. Usually I'll just do one on its own. This one's just hair dryer. This one's just long hair. This one's just hairstyle. But as you see here, I have better audiences from the ones that are stacked, because audience sizes have decreased a massive amount since iOS 14 and 15. Audience sizes have dropped. So for you to get that same good CPM reach and impression, you need to be able to put more interests that are obviously congruent, but stacking more than one together is going to help you now. It just helps your ads actually reach the ideal customer. Now, also, you're going to see here on my delivery, this one says learning limited, right? That means that it's not optimized. It means that Facebook's having trouble finding buyers, but I'm getting a low CPA that's profitable for me. So I'm going to increase the budget on this one because I want this one to get out of learning limited as fast as possible, because you start in the learning phase. After learning, you then go to active. But if you can't reach active, which means that, hey, like you reach the 50, they want 50 conversions within 7 days. But if you don't reach active, then you get stuck in learning limited, which basically spend your money like sporadically. It's all over the place. So you don't want to get thrown out of that category. So getting yourself out of this is probably the most important part. If your ads are inactive, likelihood is they're converting very well and they're getting the right amount of conversions. Okay. Now, all these ad sets here are targeting different interests. And then obviously I have my creative on the ad level. So if this, for example, right, this ad winds up performing, well, what do? Right? A lot of people are like, oh, we got to test all these new interests. We got to scale this thing to the moon, look alike, retargeting. It's like, no. Okay. All I do is I duplicate it and I just turn it into another campaign with a different graphic that's congruent to this one, because like minds think alike and they buy alike. If I can take this graphic and winning behaviors from that graphic and just make a second one kind of like it, but a different variation, odds are it's going to do about the same. And it is doing about the same. It's doing very well, actually. So, and then from there, what am I doing? The same thing, right? And now what am I doing is this. This campaign wind up giving me a better AOV, average order value, a better ROAS. So I'm going to take this campaign now and send it to this campaign, which is, it says 2 here, but as you can see, the images are the same. But what did I do? I simply just did a video that's like a social proof UGC video of someone talking about the product. And I'll show you some of these examples, but basically use those video ads. And then I just simply use the thumbnail of my video is the image from the previous campaign. So I didn't reinvent the wheel. I just used like things to get people to buy. It's not rocket science. It's like a lot of people like to reinvent the wheel when they're doing ads. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to try to do all these different strategies and buy all these courses and try all these different attribution methods. The fact that it matters, if you have good tracking, you have a good offer, you have a good product, and you run the right amount of traffic to it, it's going to sell. Once it sells, then you fix the AOV and the conversion rates. You add more social proof, you push out more UGC content, you spend more money on retargeting, you add more upsells, downsells, and cross-sells that are going to convert at a higher rate, and then you do email and SMS on the back end and you make more money. It's actually very simple once you prove that concept. Now, by these campaigns right here, you're probably wondering where do I go next? You're kind of just doing the same thing. So you're duplicating and then you're going to the next thing. Which is this one, right? 3, purchase phase 1, and then you go to 5, right? So 4 didn't work out, as you can see. I skipped 4, but all I'm doing here is I'm duplicating this, and then I'm going to the next campaign. That's it. I'm going to the next campaign, and basically I'm using the same interest, same stuff, because if I expose these big audience sizes to all my different creatives, they're going to buy, okay? It's just inevitable. So as you can see here, I'm getting good CPAs on this one. And decent ones. This is a little higher. My AOV is about $38, so I'm kind of just breaking even on the customer in these. Okay, but like this one, and then I started to see that this one was working and got a high ROAS. So then I duplicated it, did another video, and just used the same thumbnail as this one. And then I've noticed this one was working, so I duplicated it again, tried another video, and then I basically just used the same thumbnail again. And I'm using the same interests. Remember, I'm not reinventing the wheel. Now, what am I going to do soon, right? I have all this traffic running, right? I have all this traffic running. And like I told you, these are all running the same interests because I'm trying to get a high frequency in the niche to build not just brand awareness, but get a bunch of traffic. And then also I want to, build an actual audience. And that's where I, pull in these 2 campaigns, and I'm going to show you. So this one and this one. So after a while, you're getting all this traffic, you're going to set up a retargeting campaign, which, by the way, I only send people to the page where they can buy 3 bottles instead of 1 because I want to get a higher AOV on that person coming back into the ecosystem. So this is where I do 2 audiences, Facebook ad engagers last 14 days and Facebook ad engagers last 30. So I'm basically I have 2 audiences. I have a 10% off image. So this image basically pushes them like automatic 10% off at checkout. I'm pushing 3 bottles here. Hair growth in 2 weeks. Don't miss this insane offer. and I'm framing them to buy more than one because the picture has 3 in it. And then I'm pushing them because they get 10% off at checkout if they take the offer. Okay. And the copy's kind of just like, hey, like we saw you check this out, but you didn't pull the trigger. Now here's an offer that you can't resist. Hair oil blender starting 42% off, free express shipping, extra 10% off. 78% of people are grabbing 2 or more bottles, so click here to buy while supplies last. And that's where I'm pushing them to buy more than one. And as you can see here though, and I have to like really go through these again, this one's getting 28, this one's getting 114. I'm going to stop this one because I'm starting to realize that 0 to 14 days is just getting a better conversion rate. So I'm going to spend more money on this one that's getting, obviously more traffic that way. And I just saved $10 on my ad budget, but push more people through the retargeting. The second campaign that I wanted to go over is the page likes. This one I always keep running. I just do global page likes and I get like 2 cents a page like. I've only spent $245 on this campaign. But my page likes allows me to build credibility and social proof. Okay. And I want to explain to you why that's really, really important. So if I go to the pages right now, and this is like really insane how much this helps. And this is kind of like having an Instagram account with a bunch of followers. Let me show you. Okay. Now what this does is this basically gives you so much credibility that people will buy from you if they visit the actual organic page. So not only do I have the link to go back to the page as far as the Facebook button, but look at what I was able to do. If they go to the Facebook page, they're going to see 7,700 page likes. Yeah, 10,908 people like the page. And if they go to the most recent posts, like look here, 6 days ago, 202 likes, 26 comments, 5 shares. And all these people are commenting price, where can I get it? Like we're hiring a VA right now to answer these, but look at all now the engagement that we're getting organically just because we're getting people in our ecosystem. So now what can we do? We can, build out an entire content team to push organic every day. These people will now see the content every single day on Facebook, and now we can push more people through the ecosystem that way. So that's very, very crucial to understand is that, like a lot of people just want to run a bunch of traffic from Facebook ads and they don't focus on organic. Organic is a huge way to build that social proof. People buy from me. People come to me because I have 1 million followers. We post multiple times a day. I have a lot of engagement. I'm very well known in the space. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on all these different platforms, and I've built that organic reach over the years. And this is what you need to do with your brand when you're starting out. Like all these small wins that you think are not big, only having 29 likes, and dude, you really don't realize that these 2 shares could be from people who have hundreds and hundreds of friends, and those hundreds and hundreds of friends is going to be 4 to 5 people who literally are like, oh, I need to get hair growth too. Like you'd be astonished. This one has another share, 16 likes, like showing wins, showing orders going out, like that transparency. This is just like the image. So like what we can do now is we can say, okay, like this is cool. So what are we going to do? I'm going to do this right now in front of you. And I'm literally just going to reply here because I want their curiosity. I'm going to just reply. So now these people, and a lot of people will ask for like price and location. It's like, listen, like it's literally on the ad. It says learn more on the video. Like you literally can't miss it. So now I might just have been able to pick up 20 something plus buyers. So like this right here is free. Okay, yeah, these people were seen from an ad, but like you can obviously acquire them as a customer because they're still inquiring. This is like retargeting / organic traffic. It's just like an extra way to make money. It's just a no-brainer. Also, what does it do? It ranks your ads higher if you have more engagement, okay? If it ranks your ads higher, you're gonna get a better cost per click, you're gonna get better cost per reach, and ultimately, you're just gonna make way more money, okay? So these are all the small things in a business that like some people just don't wanna do, unfortunately. So yeah, and these people think that it's like a local business, like hilarious, but like this is all what it takes to build a brand. Like these are the things that no one wants to do or realize. And I kind of went over this testing strategy because I realized that it's just really effective when you have organic social proof and you're running paid traffic with a good offer and a good video ad and all that. Now, what I want to show you are the video ads. So here are some of the videos, and these have done very, very well, just so you realize. Like these videos are just like very good. And this is the highest performing one.
Fast. You better get this product right here. My name is Oshine. In 2 weeks and 3 weeks, your hair is gonna be long. I'm talking about anytime. You know what I'm saying? You see how mine is? How long my hair is? You know, just like that, and then you just massage. Make sure you massage it. When you see my beard, how good looking it is. You know what I'm saying? Just drop it. Not too much.
So that's just what you call UGC. You know, being able to show that social proof and getting people in the ecosystem with just simply showing so much social proof that like you literally can't lose. So that's the game. And a lot of people overlook that because they're like, oh, like, where do I get that content from? Like, listen, you can go to Billo. You can get videos made for literally $59. Like, number one, like, you can get video ads, testimonial videos, unboxing videos, how-to videos, 360 videos. You can get all videos like this done for your brand at minimal cost. So there's really no excuse anymore as to why you can't get video content. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this testing video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it a ton, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions about Facebook ads or what you're currently doing with your testing, just comment down below, I'll answer them. But I appreciate you guys stopping by, and this is like the only video that you need to watch this year in order to actually crush it with Facebook ads, and understanding that you need to focus on that offer. You need to focus on, you know, the ad creatives being very, very well done, not just images, and how you can literally just scale by simply duplicating what's already working and just implementing new creatives and new angles. That's literally the game. Hitting different demographics, hitting different age groups, like accommodating to those age groups, and that's the game. So thanks.